Hello everybody, this is a huge preview for Manchester United game against Sheffield. As the season comes to an end, Manchester United have to do everything they can in order to potentially get a European spot. I mean, this game is huge for Manchester United. It's a chance, as I said, for us to progress up the table, the chance for us to get more opportunities, and a chance for us to grow. I mean, listen, Sheffield at home, on paper, should be a very, very, very typical game, but as you see what Manchester United do, typical Manchester United fashion, to almost lose to Coventry, it says a lot about Manchester United. And this game, like any game of the season, is not going to be an easy game. I mean, Sheffield, I remember last time we played them, we found it very, very difficult to play against them. And listen, they are a very, very good team. They play a 5-back system, which is obviously typically very, very hard to break down, particularly for a team like Manchester United. And as I said, when Manchester United play, there's no certainty that we are going to win. Listen, everyone expected us to beat Coventry very, very easily. And yes, it was for large parts of the game, but we did find it relatively difficult. Now, we've got some huge injury news for this game. Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes will be reportedly to carry knocks, and they could be out of the game. I think Rashford's injured as well. Mount, obviously, we don't know when he's going to be back, but that's huge news. The fact that Garnacho, Bruno, players who played every game for us this season, carrying knocks is a huge concern. I mean, it's really important if we can have them available for this game, because they are, as I said, one of our two most important and a player that pose threat for us. I mean, you look at Sheffield United, as I said, they are a very, very tough team to play against. They cause a lot of issues for top teams, and particularly a team like Manchester United. They might find it very, very difficult to score. I mean, Sheffield, obviously, they're struggling at the bottom of the table. They do ship a lot of goals, but do Manchester United create enough chances? I don't think they do, in my opinion. I think you look at what Manchester United do in a game, it's very, very bare and it's very, very slim. Højlund in that last game barely got anything. We didn't create much, and the goal was a great set-piece goal, a kind of counter-attack goal for the Bruno Fernandes one. And the McTominay one was actually a great piece of work. And that's something that we need to do. Get balls into the box like that. Work the overlap. That's something Manchester City do so well. And it's all about using that in order to your benefit. And that's something that we need to see a lot from Manchester United. I think as you go into this game, listen, this season's been a travesty. We've got a chance to win the FA Cup, which does seem very, very unlikely at the minute with the form that Manchester City are in. This season obviously is a write-off, but we've got to go into every game. We've got a few games left. We've got huge games as well. We've got Newcastle, Arsenal in there. We've got Brighton, Sheffield, Burnley. Like, there's huge games that could have a big impetus on Erik ten Hag, a big impetus with what happens with Manchester United. I mean, he's been reported, Ineos are looking at other jobs for other people. So Ten Hag is on very, very thin ice at the moment. So he's got to be very, very careful. Now, as I said, we don't want these players to embarrass us again. I mean, you look at how we played against Coventry, as I said, was not good enough. You look at how we need to play in this game. It's vastly important because, listen, Sheffield will definitely create chances. We're so weak defensively and we're so vulnerable in midfield. We don't know what Kambwala's situation is being back, so we would assume that he's not back yet. So we are struggling defensively, and we've got to make some huge decisions at the back. I think the midfield was okay against Coventry, but there's still a lot of work to do, and there's still a lot of gaps that can be exploited. So yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game. Listen, we're at home. Old Trafford immediately is an extra man, is an extra player, is a great support that the players give, that the fans give the players. So that could be something that we utilise in a game like this, because we will need the fans and we will need everything we can get. Now, let's get into the predicted team. Obviously, I expect Andre Nana to play in goals. I mean, a great performance against Coventry. Yes, he conceded 3 goals, but he did kind of help us in the penalty shootout to limit the blow, as people would say. I think Onana was very, very comfortable this season and a great player for Manchester United to have. Right back for me, please put Wan-Bissaka at left back. At right back. I know Erik ten Hag prefers Wan-Bissaka at left back because Delow's been so good at right back. But you got to get a balance. To have the best of Delow, you'd rather have the kind of a decent of both Delow and Wan-Bissaka than good Delow and bad Wan-Bissaka. And that means putting Delow at left back and putting Wan-Bissaka at right back. Wan-Bissaka does not look comfortable at all on that left-hand side. And we've been saying that since he played there. Yes, he did a good job against Salah. But listen, getting back over to that side, I think we're going to need that massively. Casemiro, he's going to have to play that centre-back role again. There's no injury news on Willy Kambwala, so we do assume that he will be out of the game. Listen, it's disappointing, but Casemiro should be able to do a job. 5-time Champions League winner, multiple experience, played there before for Manchester United and Real Madrid, should be able to do a job against Sheffield. I mean, as I said, we knew that his reading of the game is amazing, but his pace isn't quite there, and that's something that kind of affected him in the game against Coventry. So we need him to just be a bit more sensible with decisions that he's make, but there's no doubt he's very, very good on the ball. Maguire next to him, obviously happy for him to get a goal in the last game. He was really good, actually. One of our better players. I think he was good on the ball. He's quick. He's not quick, he's physical. And he's got to have a big impact in this game. Now, left back, it would be Delo. As I said, I would move Delo over to left back. He looks more comfortable there, looks more confident. And that's something that, for me, Erik ten Hag must look to explore, because we can't have Delo at right back for me. We need him at left back. Going into midfield, it's going to have to be the same in midfield three. I mean, I'm sure Bruno, even with a niggle, he'll do everything he can to play for the game for Manchester United. For me, it would be Bruno into midfield, Mainu next to him, and McTominay. I would keep that midfield three. I think McTominay was a great goal scored against Coventry. We can see what he can do by getting into the box. He's been important for us in games like this. He scored last time out against Sheffield United. And I think we're going to be attacking most of the game, so we do need a quality like McTominay. And that's somebody can certainly add. Mainu, he's going to have to play that 6 again, which something obviously he can certainly do, but not to the better standard. But I do think he has a lot of quality there. And obviously number 10, Bruno, we know he's going to play even if he adds a niggle, because he's a player who does everything for the shirt and is a true captain. Now, the front three is a very fascinating and interesting one. I would not play Rashford in this game, but for me, I would actually, no, you have to, because if Garnacho's got an injury, it would have to be Rashford, Ahmad and Højlund for me. I think you've got to give Ahmad a chance. We were at home. He did well in that game against Coventry. And for me, Ahmad deserved to start the game. I think the quality that Ahmad showed in recent weeks, he scored a quarter final goal for us against Liverpool. He had a decent game. Cameos that he played, he's been amazing in all of them. So why not give him a chance on that right-hand side? I mean, we have nothing to lose. I think he definitely offers more than Anthony does. And for me, I would put Ahmad on that side, but it seems that Erik ten Hag does not trust him. And obviously up front, having Ahmad on that side allows us to create more chances for Højlund. I mean, Ahmad, you need one kind of, as I would say, direct winger and one winger who looks to create. And Ahmad certainly is that one. He puts crosses in, he's quick, he knows what to do with the ball, he always try and make an assist, whereas someone like a Rashford or a Garnacho solely aim is to go inside and shoot, or go outside and try and shoot from there as well. So we need someone like Ahmad who keeps it silky, one-touch football, someone who have a massive impact in the game. And that's the team I think Erik ten Hag will go for. But there's no embarrassment. Listen, Manchester United have got a lot to prove in this game, and there's a huge chance for us to get redemption. Listen, we need a win after that performance against Coventry. It wasn't the greatest. There's got to be a lot of criticism for that, but we have to move on. This has been a preview. Thanks for watching.